It's Ash from Super Videos, back for another video for The Walking Dead Season 10. In this video, I'm going to be doing a death predictions for Season 10, Episode 16, the Season 10 finale, which is called A Certain Doom. Now, I did do my death predictions like a couple months ago, right after we saw Season 10, Episode 15, but I thought that it makes sense for me to do the death predictions again because my predictions have actually shifted for some of the characters in terms of whether I think they're gonna die or not. This could have been because they released something that sparked an idea or a thought in my head that made me change or shift my predictions. So with that said, let's dive right into this prediction video. Now, I'm not going to go through every character, but I'm just going to go through some of the main ones and kind of share my thoughts on whether I think they're safe or whether they're in danger of dying in the Season 10 finale. Now, some characters I have in the middle of that, and you might be confused why I have them in the middle. Those are characters where I can't quite say whether they're safe or not. There's a big part of me that thinks they're probably gonna be safe, but there's a little piece that feels like they might actually die in the finale. Now, I'm not saying all of them are gonna die, but they're just the characters that I think might be in danger, but they could very well be safe as well. Now, in terms of the characters I have in the danger of death category, specifically all the 8 characters in that list, I don't think they're all gonna die, but I think at least 1 or 2 of them might die. So let's just go through the list. The characters that I think are safe: Daryl Dixon, that's a pretty obvious one. I don't think that they're gonna kill Daryl off at this point. With Rick and Michonne gone, it doesn't make sense to kill Daryl, so I have him in the safe category. Maggie also, it doesn't make sense to kill her off, not just because she's returning, because why would you bring her back and kill her? But at the same time, when she comes back, she's automatically going to be back in the A-list characters. She's going to be one of the key characters for The Walking Dead. She's an OG of The Walking Dead, so I think she's definitely safe. Also, Negan, if they do anything with Negan, it might just be that they're going to give him an open-ended exit and have him pop up in another part of The Walking Dead universe, but I don't think they're going to kill him off. Next in line is Connie. Now, I don't even know whether we're going to see Connie in the finale or not. There's a part of me that thinks that we will, but we don't know that for sure. But I think just like Maggie in a way, it doesn't make sense to bring her back just to kill her off. So I have her in the safe category. Next in Magna's group actually is Yumiko. I also think Yumiko is safe as well, and I don't think they're gonna kill her off. Next in line is Magna. I think Magna's safe. The reason for that is if they wanted to kill her off, they would have killed her off during the cave explosion. They didn't do that, and I don't think it makes sense at this point to kill her off. Next in line is Princess. I think any character who's just introduced is most likely going to be there for a little bit, especially if it's an iconic or sort of iconic comic character. So I think that Princess is definitely safe, at least for the finale, but probably for the majority of Season 11 as well. Next in line is Virgil. So of course we did see him in the opening minutes of Season 10, Episode 16. So we do know that he's coming back into the story, but the big question is whether they're going to kill him off or not. And at this point, I don't see any reason why they would just bring him back to kill him off. You know what I mean? I was shocked to see him come back in the first place. So why would you bring a character back who most people didn't even want back just to kill him off? He's probably safe. They probably have a story planned for him in the future, specifically Season 11. Next in line is Cindy, the Oceanside leader. Now, if I remember correctly, we did see Cindy in the tower in Episode 15. So I think she's there with the gang. Now, in terms of whether she's gonna die or not, well, she wasn't in most of Season 10, so it just doesn't make sense to kill her. If you wanted to kill her, you should have killed her earlier in another way, because Cindy is sort of the biggest Oceanside character that we know. So it just doesn't quite make sense to not have her be in the story for such a long time, bring her back just to kill her off. Next in line is Eugene. Eugene is too important of a character for the next arc that we're getting into with the Commonwealth, so I think he's most definitely safe. Aaron, I also think he's safe. I don't think they're gonna kill him off. Next is Judith. I don't have to explain why I think Judith is gonna be safe. She is the future of The Walking Dead, and that aside, they killed Carl and Henry off. So if they kill off Judith, then they're really kind of pushing themselves into a corner as far as the future of The Walking Dead's concerned. So I think Judith is most likely safe. Then we get to the characters that are borderline between being safe and being in danger. Carol, King Ezekiel, and Lydia. Now, let's start with Carol. I think that if they want to go with a huge character death in the finale, Carol is probably the one to go. There's been lots of speculation pointing to the possibility of her getting Andrew's comic death, but at this time, I would put like a 2% chance that Carol is gonna die in the finale. Same with Ezekiel, I would put that at like a 5% chance Ezekiel is gonna die. Now, with Ezekiel, it's a little tricky because they did put that story in here where he has cancer, and there's this story where he's going to this community called Commonwealth from the comics, and his cancer is most likely gonna be treated at the Commonwealth. Why would they set all of that up just to kill him off when he gets to Commonwealth, or even before he gets to Commonwealth? So he's most likely safe. As far as Lydia is concerned, when I did my previous death prediction video, I put her in the safe category, but now looking at it, I don't think they can do much with Lydia. I think that there's a slight chance that she might not make it in the finale. She might sacrifice herself for all we know. She might actually be not the person who kills Beta, but she might be the person that sabotages some plan that Beta has, leading to her death. Doing that, she sacrifices herself in a way to save the survivors. So that's a possibility. Then we get to the people that are in danger of dying. The first character I have is Alden. Alden is a sort of C-list character, I would say. So he's a background character that could die at any moment. Speaking of background characters, Diane is also a character that is most likely gonna die. She's the Kingdom member, if you forgot who she was. Now, I know I've put her in the might die category every time, but she's just one of those background characters that doesn't really have a relevant story. She could go at any moment. So, if she makes it, then she's lucky, I think. Then we get to some of the B-list characters. First in line is Kelly. I think that there's a very good chance that Kelly is gonna die in the season 10 finale. Now, there are several reasons why I think that. The first of which is we haven't seen anyone from Magna's group dying ever since they've been introduced. So it's just about time for one of them to go. Not that I don't like them, it's just that I don't understand how Magna's group has a thick plot armor. I just don't understand. Now, the other reason why I think Kelly's gonna die is related to Connie and her situation. I think that from Connie and Kelly, one is gonna get killed in the finale, but I don't think it's gonna be Connie because she's just returning. That leaves Kelly. So I think that Kelly is most likely gonna die, and it just adds to the kind of shocking and impactful story that they could do where they could kill one character off to push the other character's story forward. So they could have Kelly and Connie reunite just before Kelly gets killed off, something along those lines. Next in line, as far as B-list characters go, is Luke. Luke, I also think, is someone who might die in the finale. Now, if they end up killing Kelly, they might not kill Luke, so it's kind of a situation where one of them might die, but I don't think that both of them are gonna die. Speaking of Luke, though, a C-list character that I didn't mention is his girlfriend from Oceanside, Jules. Now, Jules, I thought for a very long time was just gonna be another Whisper spy, but that didn't end up happening. But I think it makes a lot of sense for them to kill Jules off to push Luke's character development and story forward, or the opposite of that. So kill Luke to push Jules' story forward. So in a way, Jules would replace Luke as a B-list character when Luke dies. So I think from the two of them, one probably will die in the finale. If both of them survive, I would be kind of shocked. Then we get to the A-list characters, Jerry and Father Gabriel. So Jerry, he's been there for a long time. I consider him as a sort of A-list character, but at the bottom of the A-listers. But I think he's a character where if he gets killed, it'll be very powerful and it'll shock a lot of fans. He's a fan favorite character for sure. So if they want to go with a big death, Jerry could be the one that goes. Now, another big death that they could do is Father Gabriel. So in a case where they haven't killed off any major character, they might actually go for Father Gabriel, and he might actually get his comic death in a scene similar to the tower scene from the comics. Now, if they don't kill Father Gabriel off, then another A-list character is at risk of getting killed, and that character is Rosita. I don't think they're gonna kill both Father Gabriel and Rosita together, but I think that if they don't kill Gabriel, they're probably gonna kill Rosita. If they don't kill any of them, then it's probably because they've already killed another A-list character. After all of that, we get to Beta. Of course, Beta is a character that's gonna die soon. If not in the finale, then in the premiere of season 11. But I'm leaning towards him actually getting killed in the season 10 finale. He's a character that most fans will agree will probably die either in the finale or in the premiere of season 11. But with that said, I want to know everyone's thoughts and opinions. What are your predictions? Who do you think is going to die in the season 10 finale? Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.